What is going on, guys, and welcome to a WWE RAW preview. And finally, I'm back. Apologies about no content over SummerSlam, over Monday Night Raw recently. I've been awful, but the channel is back. RAW previews and reviews every single week. We might even throw a SmackDown and a random video in as well. Pay-per-view previews, predictions, and reviews will all be returning soon as well. We'll be returning when the next pay-per-view is, which is Night of Champions, which I am very, very excited about. If you're wondering why there was nothing SummerSlam-wise, I don't know whether I let you guys know, but essentially, I was on holiday, so it was the internet was so fucking bad, it was so slow. I couldn't stream SummerSlam, I couldn't watch it on the WWE Network, that the internet was just not there. Same with Raw, so I had to wait until I got back Saturday to watch NXT, to watch SummerSlam, to watch Raw, to watch SmackDown, watched them all. I enjoyed all four shows. I'll tell you a little bit about what I thought of all of the shows probably towards the end of the video. So that's why I didn't really, because I thought, you know, is there any point in me uploading a review on a Sunday when it happened the previous Sunday? I thought against the idea, but yeah. We're going into, don't think I haven't watched it, because I have, and yeah, it's made me pretty excited. Monday Night Raw ended with a shock last week. Sting, I kind of accidentally spoiled it for myself, which I was so fucked off. I don't know whether you ever do it, because I'm going to watch Raw live, but obviously I couldn't watch tonight, but I couldn't, well, I'm going to try anyway, I'll probably fall asleep, but you've got to understand, I live in the UK, so Raw comes at about 1 till about 4, so it is challenging, especially when there's so many cock and breaks. But anyway, if you people on Twitter keep me awake, that would help. Atmosphere if you can follow me on Twitter if you want to do that. I'll put all my social links at the start of the video, as I'll be doing on every single one of the channels. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's not part of the video. But yeah, so yeah, it's very difficult. But as I say, I spoiled it by not looking. I was watching it. I was watching Raw, and I just thought I just always read Bleacher Report and the grades that they give the matches. And anyway, I go to the first slide and I scroll down, just read what sort of thingy, obviously, and it came up with, and it looks as if Sting's the #1 contender for the championship. I'm like, what? What? Fuck! He must return late on the show. So I am never looking at Bleacher Report and their grades until the end of the show. That's a new rule, because I'm sick and tired of spoiling stuff. But if that wasn't enough, the Dudley Boys return. Holy shit, that was a shock, although I spoiled that as well while being on fucking holiday. You spend the whole week not going on Facebook, not going on Twitter, so you avoid all the results. I go on Facebook for fucking 2 seconds, and the annoying thing was I didn't need to go on Facebook, and what do I see? The Dudley Boys return. I was pissed off. Just going to put it out there, I was fuming. But anyway, Sting is opening the show tonight on Monday Night Raw. It is going to be a very good start to the show. I'm definitely, even if I fall asleep towards the end or I get a bit about 2, I will watch the first part of Monday Night Raw tonight, because it will be a hell of a show. I will do my review tomorrow morning. You guys will see it. It's difficult, so I know a lot of you watching this are probably from America, so I'm trying to work out in my head the times. You guys will probably see it when you wake up, I would have thought. When you wake up in the morning, it should be uploaded for you. So, yeah. So Sting's going to open the show tonight. He's obviously going to explain, you would assume, why he attacked Seth Rollins, which could be interesting, because I think, you know, they need to have a reason why Sting attacked Seth Rollins. He can't just have a, you know, is it going to be, it'll be interesting to know what it is. Is it going to be the WWE whatever championship? He wanted that, you know, he's the one prize that he's always wanted, and the reason he came back to the WWE was to hold the biggest prize. You know, is it going to be all about the title, or is it going to be something more? Is it going to be something about Seth Rollins and the fact that he's a knob in Sting's eyes? I love Seth Rollins. This last week, oh my god, Seth Rollins, he's gone up to one of my favourites. You know, I'm Brock Lesnar and I'm Kevin Owens. Seth Rollins is up there with me top 3 at the moment. He's awesome, and I fucking love the new outfit that he wears. That white and gold thing. Holy shit! The ring attire was brilliant. Loved it. A lot of people moaned about it, but I fucking loved it. So I hope you don't change it. Essentially, what was I saying? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see why. You know, essentially, I think this would just tell us why Sting attacked him. I think I'm looking forward to Night of Champions. I just want Seth Rollins to win cleanly, but I know it won't happen. You know, if Seth Rollins wins, it will without shadow of a doubt be someone interfering or screwy finish. But will Sting win? I mean, is that an unthinkable thing? Could that not happen. You know, I still think it's a genuine possibility. I know a lot of people are writing it off, but you just don't know. But it'll be interesting tonight to see what Sting has to say, whether Seth Rollins comes out. It could be an awesome opening segment. It could be a shit opening segment. But it's certainly something to look forward to. And if he does just cut the promo, whether that's it for Sting or whether he's going to do something to Seth Rollins. I want this rivalry to be even. I don't want to go in thinking Sting has got Seth Rollins beat. I want to see Rollins attack Sting a couple of times as well, and stand tall with the title. So it's real, good match heading in. Personally, I feel like Seth Rollins is going to do double duty at Night of Champions. I really do. I think he'll defend the championship against John Cena and the United States, and the World Heavyweight Championship against Sting. That's my personal opinion. That's what I think he'll do. Which means there's going to be a couple of awesome matches. But it could also mean that John Cena could win the United States Championship back relatively quickly, which would be great. Not. Just looking at WWE.com, the next one that they've got on their preview is Who Will Eat a Table this week. I touched on it briefly. The Dudley Boys are back. They have, oh my god, blew up the tag team division. Amazing. The New Day, oh my god. Are we in love with them at the moment? I love the New Day. Like, literally, from where they were at to where they are now, post-WrestleMania, pre-WrestleMania, no one liked them. Post-WrestleMania, everyone likes them. They are the most hilarious, most over people in the WWE at the moment. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anybody says. They are by far the most over superstars in WWE. They're more over at the moment than Dean Ambrose, than Cesaro. I'm being serious. These people are brilliant. I fucking love them. They're just hilarious. New Day, Dudley Boys. It's going to be a great match. I would have thought that would be at Night of Champions. Be interested to see now. I just hope that we all craving it, a storyline for these tag team people. And I think the Dudley Boys coming back, I think this could be a really, really good rivalry that we're going to enjoy. Who knows who's going to go through the tables? I just have no idea. I mean, just seeing them back is fantastic. I really cannot wait. It brings the whole tag team division up. The New Day are rocking it at the moment. They're hilarious. The Dudley Boys are awesome, obviously. So it will be fantastic. It's saying on here, it's hinting that possibly one of the New Day members may face one of the Dudley Boys on Raw. So that'll be interesting. If that happens, or it might go the way of another tag team. So I don't really know. No match is particularly confirmed for tonight's show. But it will be interesting to see what the Dudley Boys and the New Day get up to. What's next for John Cena? Well, I touched on it briefly. I loved, to be honest with you, I loved the whole John Cena angry thing. I thought it was really good. I just loved it. I thought it was really good, to be honest with you. How he was kicked out of the show. I thought it was brilliant, and it didn't make me like John Cena, but I mean, I like John Cena as the person. I just don't like his characters, as I constantly say. But I felt it was like perfect time to turn this guy heel. It really was. I know he's in Brooklyn, so technically he was a heel anyway. But you know what I mean. Permanently turn him heel. But it just weren't going to happen, was it? You never know. But looking on the bright side, I do think this could be good for Cena. I liked the old John Stewart. I loved the fact that he AA'd him. I thought it was funny. If they go down the route of a rematch at Night of Champions, it will be a great match, of course. Hopefully, Seth Rollins will win it. But yeah, I mean, what's next for Cena? As I say, I think the rematch. But it will be interesting to see what happens tonight with John Cena. Are Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns outmatched by the Wyatt family? The new Wyatt member, oh my god, he is a beast. I'm surprised, and I know a lot of people are, that he's jumped from the NXT. He's skipped the NXT brand in a way. He had one live event match, but he skipped the whole being on telly thing and just gone straight to the Wyatt family. A lot of people wanted Leo Kruger in the Wyatt family. It wasn't him, but this guy's a fucking beast. He makes Luke Harper look like a dwarf. Holy shit, I'm loving the Wyatt family. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Eric Rowan comes back. I hear a lot of people talking about that. And yeah, I agree, it will be interesting. I just think they can make this a big, big family. I really do. I know it sounds stupid, though, what I just said, but I think it could have 5 members. I don't think that would be too many. I'm just a little confused as to where this is going to go. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, versus the Wyatt family. I feel like it's going to be at Night of Champions, but, you know, are they going to get someone else? And are they going to, you know, bring back the Shield? Just obviously not with Seth Rollins, which I would not like. Or are they going to just go 2 versus 3, you know, handicap match? Or are they going to have 2 members of the Wyatt family and 1 member not wrestle? I just don't know what they're going to do with it. So it will be interesting to see. But I'm really starting to get into this rivalry. It took me time because I was originally into it. Then I was like, oh yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the match. SummerSlam match was good, but to be honest with you, I didn't really care about it because I don't know why, I just didn't care about it. But now I'm starting to really get into this rivalry, and I'm loving the new member of the Wyatt family. I think he's awesome, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what transpires this week on Monday Night Raw. It's nice to see the Wyatt family back with 3 members, or just with members. It's just nice to see the Wyatt family back, isn't it, really? There's a Beat the Clock challenge tonight on Raw for the women's and the Divas Revolution. The Divas Revolution, in my opinion, is losing momentum as fast as it gained it, really, and it's time for WWE to change it, and hopefully tonight that will be the case. Everybody is bored of these tag team matchups of just these 3 teams going up against each other with no real point of it. Hell, they've obviously decided to do this probably because of the reaction they got in Brooklyn last week, which, to be honest with you, I don't necessarily agree. I don't think it was a good reaction. I don't think that was fair necessarily, but you know, they got it at the end of the day. And you know, why not say whoever wins this tag team triple threat match at SummerSlam, all 3 of them will then have, you know, this Beat the Clock challenge where the winner will go on to face Nikki Bella. Then we'd have cared about the matchup. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what happens if Team Bella wins? Well, if Team Bella wins, then nobody gets a number 1 contendership and Nikki Bella, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that might sound a bit bizarre, that might sound a bit stupid, but I just didn't care about the match at SummerSlam. There was nothing at stake. Should be good, though, the Beat the Clock challenge. I don't know who the PCB members are facing. Maybe it's people from, I don't know really who they'll be facing, to be honest, so that'll be interesting to see. Who wins? I think it'll probably be Charlotte. Charlotte and Nikki will probably be a good match, but if that happens at Night of Champions, I believe by that time she'll have probably passed the record, wouldn't she? So technically then the title will probably change. It's annoying that they're just allowing her to pass the record without really defending it recently, but you know, what can you do? I'm not going to sit here and moan about that. Watch anybody's video and you can talk about that, but and then they'll be moaning about that, so I'm not going to go over that. But let's say Divas Revolution is fast losing momentum. In regards to on the main roster, Bayley and Sasha Banks. Holy shit, what a match. One of the matches of the year at NXT Brooklyn, which was a phenomenal event. It was real good. We're towards the end of the preview now. As I say, I'm really looking forward to Monday Night Raw. Previews are always difficult to do because, you know, what can you really talk about? What can you say? It'll be interesting to see, obviously, what happens with Stardust King Barrett, where the Big Show's actually fucking turned face again. For fuck's sake. What's going to happen with Kevin Owens, Rusev, Ziggler, Cesaro? Are they all going to go into rematches? Sheamus, Orton, you know, what's happening on that front? Is it just going to go to bog standard rematches at Night of Champions? Who knows? So that will be interesting to find out. And I'm nice to see that Kevin Owens has picked up a few victories recently. Clean victories as well, which is always good. Sheamus as well. I'm happy to see him pick up a victory against Randy Orton. So yeah, I don't personally think Sheamus's cashing in of the Money in the Bank is too far away. It could happen at Night of Champions. That's not me spoiling anything. That's not something I've read off the dirt sheets. I don't read them. I try to avoid the rumours. Why? Because I like surprise. I like going into a Monday Night Raw and something happening and it surprising me. I don't like reading about it and then seeing it happen. It just spoils it for me. So, yeah, I'm just going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Sheamus will cash in his Money in the Bank at Night of Champions. You heard it here. Probably not first, but you heard it here. Just saying. That's what I'm going to say. But NXT Brooklyn, fantastic event. Fantastic matches. The main events were brilliant. The Divas match was one of the best of the year. Not Divas match-wise, I mean wrestling matches in WWE. That will, without shadow of a doubt, being match of the year contender at the Slammies. So that was amazing. The ladder match was pretty damn good as well. Kevin Owens was pumped as well. Finn Balor again, no surprise, but a great matchup. With some serious bumps. Even in the Divas match, there was a serious bumps that they done. Wonderful. And Bayley gone up in my estimations. She's always been a very good wrestler, don't get me wrong, but I just felt like she was not on par with the other three: Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Brie Bella. What the fuck? I'm only joking. I didn't deliberately say that then, which is a little bit worrying. Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. She's not at the same level as them. But, to be fair, she showed that she was what a great athlete and what a great wrestler she is. And made a phenomenal match with Sasha Banks. A lot of credit has to go to Sasha Banks. But to make a classic match, you need two top stars. And you can make a good match with an amazing superstar and a not so good one. You can't make a classic match, in my opinion, with someone who isn't very good. Both have got to be really, really good. So, yeah. So I thought NXT Brooklyn was great. Whoa. Yuha Nation, whatever the fuck his new name is. Apollo Crews. Wow. He is special. He is a top talent. He's going to be good. Can't wait for him. I just love Tyler Breeze. I like the opening match. Obviously, Tyler Breeze didn't win, but that was no surprise. And it was nice to see Thingy in the ring after, many years in the business. It was nice to see him in NXT. How much he'll do in NXT, I'm not so sure. Whether that was kind of all one-off, it'd be interesting to see. Baron Corbin, Samoa Joe was actually quite surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be a great match, but it turned out it actually be a decent match. Samoa Joe getting the win in probably one of his best performances. And to be fair, probably Baron Corbin's best performance since being on the main roster. So I just thought NXT Brooklyn was fantastic. I really enjoyed the show. SummerSlam was very, very good, apart from the endings. The Undertaker Brock Lesnar match, fantastic. The ending, what the fuck? Like, seriously? I'm not going to talk about it because you guys are all fans of WWE. You'll have heard people moaning about it. My opinion is pretty much the same. And it is just what the fuck. Quite simply. John Cena, Seth Rollins one. I didn't mind the ending as much. And I love Seth Rollins to beat Cena cleanly, but it just weren't going to happen. It was a funny way to do it, to be honest with you. And I to be honest, I did pop. I was like going mad when he done it. Although he kind of... John Stewart made it so fucking obvious that that's what he was going to do. That was the only annoying thing. He could have completely and utterly shocked us, but he didn't. So yeah, great match and fantastic matches all around. Really, really good show. Enjoyed the tag team match. That was fantastic. Yeah, I just loved the show, really. I thought it was really, really good. A few of the enders say a little bit fucking annoying, but it's WWE. That's what you kind of expect. I do still think though that NXT Brooklyn was better, probably because of the endings. I think if Undertaker and Lesnar would have had a clean ending, and I get why they didn't, but if they'd had a clean ending, I'd have probably said that SummerSlam I enjoyed a little bit more, personally. And that would have been keeping Seth Rollins and Cena as a kind of screwy finish. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that. Monday Night Raw I thought was better than probably all of them, really. I really enjoyed Monday Night Raw. The Dudley Boys returned, Sting, everything kind of worked. Obviously, the Divas bit was a little bit poo-poo. But, that's WWE Creative's fault, in my opinion, rather than the actual Divas themselves. That's why I didn't really like what the crowd were chanting. And chanting at the Divas, I didn't really think that was fair, because it's not necessarily their fault. But I mean, not that they chanted anything at them that was, particularly like, oh, you're shit, but it was just kind of, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I enjoyed Monday Night Raw. SmackDown I thought was actually a decent show as well. A bit disappointed with the Owens and Neville match. I thought they'd do a bit of a better match, but I mean, to be fair, Kevin Owens had been in a hell of a lot of matches over the week, and he was probably fucked, quite simply. Taking the bumps he did, and then going straight away the night after to SummerSlam in a match against Cesaro, and then a match on, I think it was a tag team match on Raw. He is gonna have had a hell of a lot, so you can hardly blame him for taking a bit of a backseat and not necessarily putting in a fantastic performance. It was a clean win, so I was happy with that. So yeah, I mean, it's been a really enjoyable week. Josh won Tough Enough the previous week. I didn't get to talk about that, but I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, Sarah Lee winning it as well for the female, so male Josh, female Sarah Lee. And I know you're not going to believe me, But they're the two people from the start that I said would win. I knew ZZ wouldn't win. I knew it was going to be Josh. So yeah, that was good to see. And it'll be interesting to see how, and in a few years' time, whether we ever see either of them two on television. I do think Josh, with the right gimmick, could be a top star in the WWE with the right gimmick, which means he won't get the right gimmick. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Monday Night Raw. I thought the weekend of wrestling was very, very good. I enjoyed it, and I'll be back with a review at the end of Monday Night Raw tomorrow. So I'll see you for that tomorrow, and I thank you for watching. Goodbye.